hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. So, I do have a new monitor. And frankly, I don't know if I've got this set up so it will stream in 1440p. It should do it. Whether it does, I don't quite know. I think it should, in theory. In theory, a lot of things could happen. If I take a look here. And it should be there. Maybe I missed something. You guys will have to let me know. I've never obviously done this, so I'm trying to figure it out, to be honest. Yeah. From Donny! Wow, we got something from Doncaster. I'm assuming you're from Doncaster. How you doing there, Simon? Good to have you, my friend. How you doing there, George? Good to have you. A little bit late. Oh, it's good. Oh, excellent. Excellent. That's great. That's odd then, actually, because it's like on my tablet. I can't see the 1440p option, so maybe that's a limitation of a tablet, but that's really good to know there. Yeah, that's cool. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Right, that definitely helps out. Thank you very much, Alex. You're looking pretty sexy here today. It's weird though. I've got two screens. It's finally fucking happened. And the weird thing is, I know that I can see it in front of me, but I still set the tablet up. That's just old habits. There, they die hard. Oh my god, I don't have to charge that fucking thing anymore. How you doing there, Snake? Good to have you, my man. How's the audio, by the way? Is it too loud? Seems okay. So, it's hard to really say, but yeah, if I zoom out, you can definitely see that we can, I believe we can see more of the map than we did beforehand. I didn't used to be able to see, I'm fairly sure, I didn't used to be able to see as much, but it feels like I can see a lot more now. I don't know. That's weird. You guys might be able to notice a difference if there's indeed a difference. Maybe it's always been like that. Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember now. Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah. Exactly as Snake says there. So yeah, got it. I got it later than I expected, otherwise I would have done a stream a lot earlier on, but here we are. So, we'll take a look. It's, that's weird. Music is a bit loud, okay. I can go ahead and turn that down just slightly. Some of the tracks are a little bit louder than the other ones, in fairness. But there we are, that works. Tell me about it, Snake. Sorry, I mean Alex. Tell me about it. I can't fucking read that still, can I? Right, okay. It's interesting, I was looking at AAR that somebody had posted, and it's like, these positions over here are not really all that strongly held. If you gathered enough forces, you could force across and over here. My good friend there, George, asked me earlier, before the stream actually, when are you going to attack Leningrad? Now, in all honesty, I could have attacked Leningrad from turn 1 by attacking this position here with the divisions that could have quite easily been moved here with high prep and lots of good stuff. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try and do that the proper method. Essentially, like, use air power and isolate it, that sort of thing, really. I think it'd be kind of unfair, to some degree, really, to, I guess, game the AI. So, what I'm going to go ahead and do then is, I would like to go ahead and actually begin to build up some of these airfields. That one's going to damage their, rail yard. But yeah, I'd like to build these airfields up. I may even go ahead and actually construct additional airfields in this area here, to be honest. That would be a very nice idea. I just click on the wrong thing. Still clicking on the wrong thing, so I've just got to click on there. Yeah, so we'll expand the airbase. That will draw supply, etc., but it shouldn't draw too much. I'm going to build them on the rail. That would be a decent position, I suppose you could say. Yeah, I'll go ahead and build an airbase there. And I'll not build one there. Let's see, I could build one there if I wanted to. Or there as well. So if I take a look then, you can see that we have an airfield under construction here. I can't build one there, but I could build one there. And that is on a depot as well, so that'd be a good location. Yeah, we can gain air dominance over here. I'll build another airbase over here as well. Having a couple is a good idea. Bear in mind, like, essentially, we are going to want to have fighters, but we're also going to want to have patrol aircraft and things of that nature, really. So we are going to need the actual fighters. Having that, yeah, having them built up quite good. Hey, doing that, Rakal? Yeah, I'll take a look in a second. in just a second. Okay. Yeah, we began Stalingrad Berlin campaign. The losses are not too bad, really. Yeah, you do, George, but I haven't done it in a while now. Yeah. It's funny, actually, because I can actually have this on, and I don't think I could see the game beforehand, so you can see the screen is obviously larger here now. It's a lot more comfortable. But yeah, in terms of actual losses, then, we can see that we have 21,000 this turn. It shows you over 1 million over here, but I think that's obviously the historic count there. Our own losses so far in the campaign. We had 22,000 here, 27, and obviously this is the current phase right now at 9141, I do believe. This obviously did experience some pain there, but yeah, loss is not too bad, really. They lost quite a lot of guns there. We should be okay. Should be fine, really. Yeah, exactly, Snake. No, you're not wrong there. What I'm going to go ahead and do is actually... Did I already begin to expand this one? Yes, I did. Okay, so we'll have 2 level 2 airfields under construction here. More would be better. I do have these airfields over here as well. The only issue is I want to avoid flying over enemy flak, essentially. At least if I had forward air bases, I could at least avoid some of that to an extent, which would be really quite good. So these airfields over here, looks like they can only be built on towns then, it seems. Though they are very useful. So that's very good. We'll get them underway. The Shattered Legions. That's a Dominus Nox song. It's Meduson. It is about the Iron Hands. Very cool song. Very cool song. Check it out. Underrated band, definitely. There, well, we opened it up over here using the actual first Romanian Armoured. I had moved more or less everything over here for the most part. I do want to go through and actually check on the support units and make sure they're properly allocated. But over here really is where we do have a challenge. Need to make that work. I do have the 2... was overrated. But George, their Gorgon Terminators are really sexy. I really do like those. And the Immortals are definitely sexy as fuck. Go ahead and check out that Centurion mode and tell me how it works, actually. And the Decurion mode, too. That looks fun. Okay. We don't have all that many tanks. Of certain times, we do have a number of Panzer III Ls. And they do have the 132mm there. Well, not 132mm, but the 132 anti-armor. The F2 is at 158 there. We do have some free ends. They do have a lower caliber. Well, actually, no. I don't think you could say caliber, velocity. And then we do have some Panzer II Fs over here. They're still pretty useful. Just in general, having that 20mm. Can the Italians and Hungarians hold on the flank of Stalingrad? Now, honestly, Snake, if I could pull them back, I would. I can only pull back a certain number over here. These are the only ones that are active right now. If I go ahead and show you. Yeah, so you can see these zeros over here mean that they're still frozen. These guys, well, some of them are unfrozen. So what I've done essentially is taken the divisions over here and tried to deploy them as best we can. They're in the city over there, which actually gives them the best chance that they've got in that local area. And it does make me wonder if I'm better off just placing them on top of each other, to be honest. And, you know, well, that is probably... That's probably a good idea. I think that might be, in fact, the right way to go about things, really. We are going to have issues of enemies being able to slip through, but in all honesty, I've got to deal with that core. I've got to deal with that. 9,000, that's 9,000 there. About 20,000 men in a city. Granted, they don't have fortifications, that should do them pretty good. Or I could even go that way, but it does leave that gap there, which is difficult. And the city of Boguchar, however you want to pronounce that, is the only natural fortification. I say natural, but man-made natural fortification, we'll call it, i.e. not fall, in this area. I mean, that's at 11. I mean, I could keep that there, and then that go there, then that go there, and then that kind of is our wild card. The opposition's not too bad. It's really over here, to be honest. I could take the cavalry and have them reinforce our position. Well, not even really that position, more like this position, really. But it's in general this area. What would you guys think, then? I'm kind of feeling like we should maybe double up, but I'm... yeah, I think doubling up would be quite good. Yeah, I feel like doubling up would probably be a good idea. I think at the very least then, I mean, to be honest, yeah, it's good advice. I think that is good advice. How you doing there, Ron? Don't worry, little Saturn should start soon, I think. Yeah. And those positions are the weakest in your line. Well, this is it exactly. So I think it is a very wise thing to go ahead and double up then. That position over there is really difficult. And in fairness, what I could go ahead and do then is... it's a shame, actually. I can't reform that mountaineering unit there. Otherwise, I could have moved that there. But we're dealing with divisions over here. Divisions, and we do have a river on our side, so that's pretty good. And that is the Don River. That is a major river there too. So we do have that in our favour. No. I know what you're saying there, Snake, but we can't do that. And you called it rightly. Just not worth it. Yeah, it's that core there, really. So, what I could go ahead and do then, we've got this Italian infantry division over there. Then at 49 morale. Then also at 49 morale, so it comes down to really guns. Yeah, they've got 116, they also have that slight highly prep, and those guys came into attack beforehand, so they have, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and go like that then, so they can redeploy over there. That brings us up to 21, which is good. They can go over there. That brings us up to 11, which is not as particularly fantastic, but it's still not bad. It does mean that we have like a gap over here, but it is better. It's not a perfect solution, but don't get me wrong. There was never going to be a perfect solution. Can they work from there? Yes, they can. That's good. And I'm going to move them both down there then. That means that at least they're not going to come under threat. Well, they're not going to be bounced back over here, so at least that's something. What do I have in terms of actual support here? So we do have the heavy howitzer battalions. I don't know if they'd actually be within range, to be honest. It might even be worthwhile. I think they have to be within 3 hexes to actually use support. Possibly. Possibly so. They have the artillery there. What do we have in terms of superiority here? 4 there. He's a 5 and morale 5, so he's actually superior then as a general then. That's pretty good. Okay. So that is the second there. So I want to go ahead and have them assigned to the 15th Italian Corps there. So I'll go ahead and do that. Cavalry last. Well, these guys will be assigned to the 15th Italian Corps. They already are? They already are. That's very handy then. Yeah, just that one there. Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Ukraine's an interesting situation, to say the least. Right, there we are. So, it does overload them to a degree, and I could overload them yet further by adding another one in there. But I don't think I'm going to do that with cavalry. He's not particularly the best commander, but he does have that morale. But I will have him aside then to here. It does give me then essentially a core that I can kind of move around. But it's one of those, isn't it, really? Is it worthwhile? I think what I'll go ahead and do then... Yeah, oh, they're already attached to the 15th then, aren't they? Okay. They can go to that core there. At least they're still within range. It does mean that we now have a free core, but that's a free core that I can actually have stripped of support and given to other units, really. So I'm going to go ahead and give that... I'm going to give it in general to the 8th Italian Army. And then they can spread that out from there. Assault engineers are interesting. Right, there we are. Can I... Well... Yeah, just give it to the 8th Italian Army. Obviously, those guns would be really quite welcome. But I need to get them where they need to go. I could even have them directly assigned to units. I can disband the course to get the manpower. Yeah, exactly. Right, if I take a look then. The capacity of that depot now is obviously reduced. I could move them over there. And that would probably... Yeah, that would actually be more helpful, really. I would say so. That brings us up to 20k capacity there. Rather than just having... if I go ahead and move that back there... You can see then capacity increases to... Yeah, 1250. Ours over here. That increases to 20,000. So it's a much better idea to have them over there, really. So you're assigned to Army Group B. Yeah, you're under there. Okay. Who do we have in charge of the Italian army? We might see if we have any opportunity for better leaders, really. But that should work out. What city are we meant to be? 356. There's not really a lack of freight in that area, so they can go to refit. I do need to try and get them ready. Indeed, why is that? Okay. Right, we'll go with that then. When do you get the reinforced panzer divisions? Which panzer divisions would they be then? That's a good question. And if I select then armor, and arrive in... So I'm going to have to look at arrival then. So they were the ones that arrived into Axis reserves then. I guess reinforcement. Or would it be transfer? So they're going to transfer. Let's see then. I want to see map. Can I sort by map? I don't have an option for map here. I guess would they be going to... Oh, there are some that are going to map. Oh, the SS ones, right? Okay. That's a good question. When are the SS arriving? Get the 101st SS Heavy Panzer Battalion. I think they upgrade then, don't they? Is it essentially Panzer Grenadiers that will just upgrade? Sorry, motorized that eventually upgrade. Let me go ahead and see where my SS units are. You know, I can't actually think where the SS units are. I've not seen them, actually. Let's go ahead and take a look. Do I have an SS option over here? I don't think I do. And let's take a look then. Where the hell are my SS? I assume that they're still... No, they might be mechanized. I know I have some South down. I have Viking down here. Yeah, Vikings on the map. No wonder I haven't seen them in the SS, because it's over here, isn't it? We do have some SS in the north, but... Yeah, so... Oh, maybe they're under upgrades, actually. Are they still... Oh, are they still motorized? Got a Deutschland there. That's a good question. I wonder where they are. Are they already armoured? I'm not seeing SS Panzer divisions. You know, that's a really good question, actually. I'm not sure where they are right now. I'll go ahead and take a look. Just sort by all and we'll have a look to here. Oh, there we go. What is it? Liebenstadt, Dorf Hitler, SS Panzer Grenadier Division. So that's some reinforcement towards Western Europe. And then we have Todokov as well, headed to Western Europe. Okay, there we go. That's a good question. How you doing there, Veg? Good to have you, my man. Yeah, and there's Desreich. Yeah, it feels odd. I'm used to having the SS divisions, but I didn't see them. And that's the only time I've actually considered why I haven't seen them. So that's good to see you there. But yeah, there we are. Very cool. Very cool. Right, while I'm here, do we have any questions? So far, things are generally progressing. Of course, we do have to deal with the second breakout around Stalingrad, but that can be done relatively easy, really. But yeah, we'll continue down here then. So we doubled up on the Italians, which I think makes sense. Yeah, upgraded, yeah, that's true. Now, speaking of upgrades, yeah, these guys... put them in refit. I want to make sure that these guys are actually brought up to scratch pretty quick. Let me zoom in a little bit more. There's only one issue with these like theatre screens, is that sometimes you can't zoom in quite right. So I've got the 26th Panzer Division over here. I think we transferred them. Did we transfer them from the west? There we are. Are you sure with no Panthers? It depends, really. I mean, I'm taking like a complete laid-back approach. I'm just going for the defensive, really. Just role-playing that. Right, so we have the stuck batteries here. Place on refit. There as well. They're up to, yeah, strength. And I do like these STUIGs, these Stone Gazettes, what is it, Stone Gazettes? I can't remember how you pronounce it. The 33Bs, we do have the 150 guns. They're going to be really quite handy. Especially as they do have pretty decent anti-armor values. So yeah, they're going to go to the map there. That's at 0, 0, and 6. That needs some time to build up. I do have a Panzer Grenadier over here, which is actually almost fully good to go there. So can I set them into refit? I just want to make... Oh, are they already in refit? I just want to make sure they are ready as soon as possible. They're almost up to size there. Just need a... What are they actually missing? They're not missing anything, so why are they not up to actual number? Are some disabled? Oh, yeah, there we go. Some of these are actually damaged. Maybe that is why, but that seems a little strange, really. The Panzer Grenadier is going east. Well, I've got the 502nd Heavy Panzer Battalion. That can go to the east shortly enough. Now, I do have this artillery unit here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Panzer Grenadiers are quite interesting. I feel I can use them a little bit more freely than you can armoured units, but it really depends, to be honest. They're both powerful divisions. It's just, frankly, the Panzer Grenadiers do have... Well, infantry is more useful generally than armour. I know that sounds like crazy, but it's more so that armour has limitations such as, like, dense and double-dense terrain, and things of that nature, really. I didn't know that was actually on there. That's pretty good to see. While as infantry doesn't suffer as much. Now, mechanised infantry, I think, may still be... affected by that. I'd imagine to some extent, but I think it says AFV, so I'm not too sure. Right, okay. It depends, really. It really does depend. You don't think the Panther's good? I like the Panther. I think the Panther's really good. Yeah, I like the Panther. The Panther has speed as well, which is interesting. Of course, I'm not entirely sure how speed really factors into the mechanics, but I'd like to imagine somewhat. Okay, so I do have these Romanians up here. These guys being unready are just... They're not doing me any favours right now. That is a unassigned Romanian corps there. Okay. And I do have these units here, first Romanian. Assault these. Well, it's like any tank, really, isn't it? Every tank has that issue. There's not many tanks that have that much armor that they don't need to worry about facing. True, Alex, true, but they have their purpose. They do definitely have that purpose. Okay, so those are ready. Then assigned to the core all the way over there then. Did that core get knocked back? That's not exactly convenient, is it? Then it's assigned to the 5th remaining core. Which is not particularly ideal. I can go ahead and place that core there then. That corps can't handle any additional men right now. But what I can go ahead and do then is shuffle along. Yeah, that's kind of annoying that they have them like that. That Panzer Division is going to have to go north, but I really don't know which way to take it now. I do have a 4th remaining corps here. That's on the side right now. Let's take a look at the actual numbers then. So we have Infantry 4. Morale 5. Morale 5, Infantry 4. So they're about on par. They actually do have some equipment I need to transfer out. That's good to see. What I'm going to go ahead and do then, it doesn't really matter about their command. Obviously they have units assigned to them, which is not exactly ideal. And again, these guys have units I need to transfer out. They're going to go over there. These guys over here are an interesting spot then. I'm going to have them assigned to the 4th remaining corps. So they can go to the 4th. 4th seems to be a relatively stable commander. And then what I want to go ahead and do... Do I have a depot around this area? Yeah, I could try to boost the capacity here. I'm also going to go ahead and establish another depot here. The reason being... well, frankly, I need as many depots along here as I can get. I need to really build up capacity as much as I can. It's tempting to build more depots in this area, but this one's not too bad. But what I'm going to go ahead and do then is I've got the 3rd Romanian army there. But 3rd Romanian army then, really both of them need to head over here then. But I'm going to take... Well, it's a difficult one because I need to get the units on here. But I'm going to go ahead and just do one, I think. So we'll go like that. Do I have a spare corps, maybe? No. But I can go ahead and take that corps there. That one, so we're at 40,000 there. Issue is it's on a single line. And that is a single line that serves a singular purpose there. So I'm not getting all that much out of that one, really. What I'll go ahead and do then is move another corps down there then. Well, in fact, no. That'd be useful, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is place that there. So when that is actually built up, I'll actually have additional capacity here, which is not a bad thing. I'm going to go ahead and take the... Well, actually, that's a ready division, so that's actually quite useful. What actually helps me out then. So they can head over there. And I'll have them assigned to the 1st remaining corps. Like so. Oh, the Focke-Wulf 190 has far more firepower. That's why it's better. Right then. The Romanian leaders are... they depend. Yeah, the Yellow Panther did have a lot of problems, that's true. 4 over here is a little bit wild, maybe. I think have these ones down to... Well, I might want to go ahead and actually move that army. I haven't got my favourite Korean guy. I forgot how you say your name, but welcome, my friend. You're looking pretty awesome. Right, I can't move the Italian army right now, actually, so that's why. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that one up, then. Well, actually, no, it can remain as a 2, then. This can go down to a 3. I could not build any additional depots on here, then. Bit disappointing. That can't... Well, actually, no, it could be moved over there. No, it can't be moved over there. So it'll have to remain here for now, then. So I'm going to go ahead and make that a 3 high priority. That one can go down to low priority, then. So, yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Okay. I do have Army Group B there. The X means over 100. It means that it has over 100 defensive combat value, essentially. Right, in fact, take that over there. I'm going to go ahead and grab the Army Group over here, Army Group B. Oh, actually, no, I need to double check on the range of commands there. So, I'm looking for... Who's actually under the command here? 4th Army is assigned to Army Group Center, so that's fine. They're assigned to Army Group B, and they actually do have quite a lot of room to play with there. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look over here, then. What do I have in terms of rail? God damn, that rail yard's actually damaged. Okay, of course. That's not helpful. Stalino might be a good idea then. Yeah, I think Stalino and Rostov then. Rostov needs to be repaired. Stalino is operational. I do have a core over here, actually, that I had forgotten about, so that's not particularly great there. What I'm going to go ahead and do then, well, they're already at 60k capacity. This is over at 30k. That's at 50, but it's actually at 37.5, but it's actually damaged. What I'm going to go ahead and do then is move Army Group B down here. That boosts us up to 60k. And I'm going to establish a couple additional depots in this area. I just want to try and pool, well, freight in this area where I can, really. And especially on, well, yeah, we could really do with a couple more depots out this way. Not all that many, but at least some to help out. We do have some nice connections here. I'll have one established mid. Just under 2. I just want to really try and make use of these lines over here. We will have partisan activity here in this area, so that's going to make things difficult, really. That's between lines, so that's not too bad. But that would probably be a superior position, because it connects to 3 lines. But I do like these connections here. I'm going to go for both, in fact. Well, actually, no, I'm going to go for that line. I don't have all the AP in the world spent, really. Right, okay. Vroshelovgrad. That needs to be repaired there. So I'll establish a depot there. It being a city is very useful. Having a size 2 rail yard is obviously very good. See, this is only single rail, which is not exactly ideal. So I could do a rail line around here. I was going to say that's a size 4 rail yard, but it's not. Yeah. No. Do I have anything? By the way, guys, this is now going to be in 1440p, so do go ahead and try that. See if it's an option for you, and maybe it will. I don't know, maybe it makes the game a little bit more enjoyable. That'd be nice to know. That'd be nice to know. So I'm looking for rail yards here. I do have a rail yard there, which is actually something to make use of, I believe. If I have a rail yard, I'm going to make use of that, because that does help out by having that natural boost there. It should actually bring it in operation pretty much immediately as well. We have about 1,000. It'll have a 1,250, but at least that's something. I do have this over here, which is another rail yard. Grant is right next to that. Oh, that's awesome, there, Snake. I hope you enjoyed that, man. I don't get why they limit the amount of supply they can store in a major depot. It's one of those, isn't it, really? I don't know, really. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I do have a rail yard here. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. It gives me something I can make use of pretty much immediately. They're not going to store all that much freight. It is going to take some freight away from Frontline, but frankly, I can only transfer so much up here anyway. So it doesn't make all that much of a difference. It would probably do me well to actually have these depots established on here too. It's just been able to pile up additional freight in that area. Then it gives them more depots that they can draw on. Granted, it's going to be at a distance, but still, that's better than nothing. I got that depot there. It's just trying to make it as close as I possibly can, but I do want to try and store freight in this area where I can, really. So that's at least that for now. We'd have to push further to establish more. But I could establish a depot there, and that's not a terribly bad idea. It's not going to be in operation right now anyway. So, yeah. I don't know if there's actually a base rail yard there. Oh, there's apparently a base rail yard there. That's handy. Granted, I have a core on there too, but that's good to know. But you know, speaking of cores, I actually do have another core that I'd completely forgotten about, so that's really awesome. I need to get that up to the front then. They need to move their support around. So we have you. Okay. You're Romanian. I'm going to have you go under the command of the... I can't change these away, can I? That one is okay. That can't be. Okay. Next turn, I will change them out. So for now, the 9th Romanian is going to go into command of the Panzer Corps there. That Panzer Corps then can actually move over this way then, which is going to help out. What is the commander like? He's not a good mechanized commander, of course. You, not the best. Yeah, I do have the army there. I do have our Panzer Corps. Where is 6th Army? No, sorry, where's 4th Panzer Army? Right, so there's 4th Panzer Army. Let me see. Recon's not particularly fantastic. So I've got 30k there, but what's the size of the rail yard? It's only size 1. I mean, that's useful because I've been able to build up beside, well, the capacity of that rail yard, at least somewhat. I could move the 2 remaining corps out over here and then actually have the, well, at least one of them, and have the 6th Army moved on to here. I mean, these units are directly under that command. So what I could go ahead and do then is, in fact, have this corps moved up over here to actually take command of these units in that area, which is not a bad idea. Yeah, it's a difficult thing here. I'm going to have to rearrange commands within. So, right, your ready division would actually, that is actually going to make a difference here today. Your part of 6th Army. Yeah, this is the difficult part. That's a difficult part. So really, how we're going to approach this situation. We know that this hex is clear, which is obviously good. I could attack across the river there and move that unit out of the way. There is potentially something to be said about this, but I do not know what is in that area, so I could move into that area and encounter resistance and essentially waste my time. So it's hard to say, really. Okay. It would be very good to reestablish that rail line down. I do want to go ahead and rebuild the 16th Motorized Division. Their numbers are not going to be spectacular. Go for it, yeah. I mean, I could maybe get away with that. But again, I don't want to abuse the AI. I know it sounds daft, but at the end of the day, I did want to have a settings to try and make them more of a challenge. I'm going to try and give them as much just breathing room as I can, really. I don't want to abuse them all that much. So, I do have a cavalry division there, but again, I'm going to focus on this over here. Granted, it's going to be to my detriment, but I just feel that's probably the way to go. Do I have 6th Army in here? No, 6th Army's down there. I should have already known that. Okay, that corps can go to 6th Army. Right, there we are. It's tempted to place them there, but I'm going to go ahead and place them on top of that airfield there. With the 371st Infantry Division there. Yeah, that solves that problem to a degree. I need to get a command over here to cover these guys. They're covering that. And the core there. If I could get something over here, it should be able to manage these guys. And then at least we have that. So, let's see. You're currently overburdened, but I can manage that. Yeah, the numbers over here are fairly weak. I could push out over there. I mean, I say fairly weak. We do still have 2 divisions over there. If they weren't as strong, I would be able to push out this way. That'd be ideal. The difficulty is that I do have this as an assault army, so I can't build these fortifications up past level 1, which is a big, big problem. But yes, not all that much I can do. Yeah. I really do want a Panzer Command. You do have under your command. You do have your 1st Romanian under there. So I could go ahead and transfer them out, which is okay. Can do that. I do have this corps here. I'm going to go ahead and assign this corps then to the 4th Panzer Army, which is a little annoying because these guys over here. But I can deal with that. They can go to the 4th Corps then. There we are. They're still attached to the 9th. Just, I need something over here that's going to work. Right, you could go to the 8th Corps. Where's your command? Is your command down there? Yeah, but I can move that up over there. Right. So I'm still going to have them under the command of the 9th Corps. The 9th Corps is actually an interesting proposition right now. Where's my army? Right, they're under... Right, okay. They can handle more if we wish. So, that's good then. I just need an actual good commander. But I need a panzer commander. So I've got you here. And I do have you here. You can handle more. I may have a better commander, but he's okay for now. So, what I'm going to go ahead and do then, and I can actually take more back. So, what I'm going to say then is... It's tough because I need to make this work. This position over here is a little bit cumbersome, but if I can make these hexes work, I can at least work with that. Which is not easy. Panzer General. Yeah, I know, right? Okay. These are not ready, which is not ideal. And I really want to take these Romanians that are not ready. If they're not ready, they need to go elsewhere. Let me see. You're building that capacity up to 45. You're building... That's already at 50, but it's damage is 37. Is this actually in operation right now? I think it's damaged, but I can build that capacity up there. It is the... Well, it's got a dual there, and it's got a single. So I think I'm going to go ahead and have Army Group Don move over there. So that builds that capacity up there, at least to some extent. But I could move that there. But I just... This is useful because obviously it has like 3 rail lines leading into it. Which is something I can work with a little bit more. So, 4th Romanian armies over there. They can head over here to rebuild. I really do need them. They can head down here. Again, I really don't want them on this rail line if I can avoid it. Right, that Panzer Command's going to be moved out shortly. These guys are currently on ready. They may be ready next time, but then this is a thing, isn't it? I don't really have all that much time. Ugh. Do need to have some sort of security here. Yeah. Alright. Okay. I just need to get the panzers moved and commit to that then. Not ideal. If I can give them any support from OKH, this would be a good time. It's not really all that much there. I'll give them a motorized flank battalion. Okay. Then they can go to the 40th Panzer Corps. Right, they go to 40th Panzer Corps. Now, in terms of support, we do have a little bit more then. So I do have some Pioneers, I do have some Stokes over here as well. As well as some Panzerjäger. Difficulty here is just generally, yeah, fortification. Like, I really do need to get these guys off of being assault armies. The 11th Army to Manstein. Where even is the 11th Army? I forgot now, actually. Might be elsewhere. Yeah, it looks like the 11th army is elsewhere then. Oh, 11th Panzer, right, okay. Yeah, you need to specify that. Manstein, I think, is over here in Don. Yeah, von Manstein's over here in Army Group Don. Which is an interesting one, really. His admin's good. He's good, don't get me wrong. How you doing there, Trotsky? Good to have you, my man. Yeah, there's not many commanders out unassigned right now. Yeah, there's not many that I could really... I mean, I could take them from elsewhere, it's just, yeah. And there's, like, Castle Ring over there. He's 999. 7 admin, but obviously want higher admin. 7 mech, 7 infantry. Manstein there, 8. Manstein's good, obviously. Yeah, it's a difficult one, really, but yeah, it's a tough one. I'd really want to have like Manstein in control of like a core. He could go and control. Well, he could become. Well, he could control the actual Panzer army. I could potentially bring Castle Ring then. I don't know. I don't have all that much admin, and we'll take a look at the actual commander of the 1st Panzer Army. Sorry, 4th Panzer Army. So 4th Panzer... Oh, so we do have Hermann Hoff over here, then. Okay. That morale's a bit of a problem, though. He's not a very political commander. He's a great... Yeah, I'd say he's a very good core commander. He's got good stats there, that 8 and that 7 there. That's good. The issue is really that morale. That is where it does break down a little bit. I do need that. We've got a 9, 7, 6. Modal's controlling 9th army right now. I probably want to redeploy him, to be honest. Do you guys see any outstanding commanders I could take over? John Dill, I'm not familiar with that one. Yes, I don't have that many admin points, actually. Yeah. You know what? I may not be able to have... Or maybe I just can't afford him right now. It may be that I can't afford him. So I was going to say, I don't think I can have von Manstein move down to the Feldmarschall. And I might be right on that, but we'll have to take a look. I'm going to save the admin points for next turn. We can try and make a decision then. Yeah. His morale's good, but his infantry and mech could be better. We have here 6-6. 9, 8, 8, 6, 8, 7. Oh, he seems like a very good command choice then. Yeah, we've got 7s across the board there. Yeah, 7, just 7 across the board in general there. That admin, but yeah, I like, the admin could be quite good. Hey, they're my name, good to have you, my friend. Or are they? Good to have you, my friend. Yeah, what do you guys reckon then? Is it worth it to have more mech than admin? Probably. I feel like the extra mech is worthwhile. This one here, sorry. That initiative is very good. I mean, it's a higher initiative here as well. So yeah, Hermann Bulk is a superior commander there. Yeah, exactly. So we'll go ahead and we'll change that out. That's a very cool picture. I know Dojo likes this guy. He's actually pretty good there, 7-7. These calls need to be reorganized. This Hegel. It's the... I forget what it's called now. I think it's the general planning mod. If you go to the forums, you can actually find the mod. Oh, you mean the one for the pictures? Yes. Yeah, it changes the pictures, everything. I forget what it's called. I think it's just called, like, image mod or something like that. If you go into the actual forums, you'll be able to see it pretty quick. It's something like images. It'll say something like 2,000 odd images, but yeah, it does definitely improve the experience of the game, in my opinion. Snake, are you talking about yourself, my man? How you doing there, Garner? Good to have you, my friend. Yeah, going well enough. Whereabouts in Germany are you from, Ben? I've got quite a few. We've got a Bavarian here, amongst others. Damn Bavarians, can't keep it contained. Only satiated for now. Right, this guy being ready is very useful, in fact. And I do have that 15th Romanian there. I've been umming and ahhing about this. I really would like to have, like, something to push that back. I feel like that would be really... It would really help the situation if I could do that, because I could actually then control the river line there. It's really tempting, but in the weather it's not particularly... well, it's light snow. Oh, I could maybe make something of light snow. It really does depend. Hanover, that's cool. Hanoverian. Cool, cool. That I could drive back. I don't have a doubt about that. It's just this stack over here, really. But driving that back has to be done by Romanians, I think. Otherwise, I don't think I'm going to have it. 14. That should be enough. This stack over here doesn't have all that much away command. Right, this core over here. It's not too bad. It'll improve. It'll improve, really. 5th and 4th. I'm going to go ahead and have them not assigned to 4th then. Right, let me just go ahead and double check. Could they potentially do it? In theory, they could do it. In theory, they could beat the guards over there as well, in fact. That's an attractive option. I mean, if I could, I'd like to reinforce our division now. So it's been the case. I could bring up another Romanian division over here. They've got 15. So they could move up there. Oh, I don't know about holding here. Like, I'm not going to hold out here. It's just... I want to get them out, but it's like, I've got to establish an actual corridor to be able to get them out. So I don't want to surrender the forts here too quickly, otherwise this situation will become quite quickly en route. So I do need to be quite tactful in how we do things, really. Right, now they should be able to attack there, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to bring the 14th Romanian Division here. Let's see, I've got the cavalry there. They could go like so. Yeah, they're not crossing the river, so it's kind of not going back there, but that's just under control. So I'm going to go ahead and do that then. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the 14th Romanian. Okay. Now, I'd love to have faith. It doesn't matter all that much. If that could succeed, that would be great. In theory, they could even do that. But I may be able to then use like 22nd or the 16th motorized to attack here. I'm going to go ahead and make a save. I'm going to move additional forces up close, of course. Yeah. Well, this is it. This is it. So... And I do have that division there that can move into position. I could even have that division join the battle if I so wish to do so. I can wait upon guarding. Yeah, exactly. Good in. Okay. Right, these over here. So, units 9. Units, okay, so 5th needs that. Give that to 4th as well. Oh, I meant to give that to 4th, but okay. Okay. Right, we, in theory, may win that. I do have ground support on. Granted, I don't really have much in the way of units out here. Air units, I should say. It may be better to concentrate on this, really. If I could get that done successfully, that would be pretty good. I think I'm going to have the cavalry. So that's 5th. So 4th could handle more then. So I'm going to have them actually assigned to the 4th command. Right. I, honest to God, do not have much faith in this. But it doesn't matter all that much, because I do have other things that do that. So, please God. Okay, yeah, that rounds them. Yeah, it was only 1,200 men, 1,258 there. So I suppose that was probably a little bit harsh on them. But you never know. You never know when you use Romanians. It can certainly go any which way. There we go. That's the first attack we've had in about 3 streams. Okay. This I would very much like to succeed. Can I do anything to increase my chances, really? So that's 3rd Romanian army. Now they're in fortified positions, so let me go ahead and give these pioneers to... I'll give them to these units here. I'm going to give them both one just to help out. We do have an anti-tank company, but I don't think that's going to... Well, actually, no, it may help me. They may have some AFEs actually in here, intrinsically. These anti-tank companies, though, they are pretty wildly useful. They're going to really need those Panzerjägers, I feel. Considering what they have in front of them. The Armadas. Yeah, you never know. Exactly. Right, they're all into the 5th besides them. Okay. Let's take that from the 4th then. I guess I will take that. These guys here under the 5th, it's just that. Give them some AA then. Okay. Let me go ahead and assign the AA here as well. The Jones will have AA if not. Right, okay. So, let's hope and pray. If that does work, I may be able to push these guys off. It does help me out by getting rid of these under control here. But, yeah, we'll see. Romanians versus Guard. I'm really looking for any sort of additional thing I can do to sway in my favor any further. They don't really have that. They could maybe move there, but it's doubtful that they'll have enough to get across the river as well. It's just not likely worthwhile. Okay, well, maybe I can give him a better commander? I don't know. Oops. Aurelian Sun. That's a cool name. Oh, that's a great picture. That's amazing. That's a better picture. That's a great picture. Okay, so it's just literally that. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, they do hold. That's a shame. It was close. I mean, we had 13-13, so that's a shame. But they may be able to be easily or relatively easily pushed off. And it is a shame it didn't work, of course. It generally was quite close there. Had we had maybe one extra CV or something, then maybe. Yeah, we didn't inflict all that much damage on them, and in fact we took far more. We did reduce their fort level, which is at least something to work with there. Yeah, if I had air squad, maybe we might have been able to push them. That's a shame. Yeah, I know, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm not pretending that it's not terrible. Actually, no. In fact, you do need to go there. Oh, that's a shame. 20. Can they? They can't plant attack anyway. I'm gonna place them there then. They need to come across and rebuild the division. So they can attack, but that 19 looks a little rough. It's light snow. I could maybe do it, but I'm not feeling it to be too likely. Yeah, this defensive CV is not looking so hot. Not really. I don't know. I think it depends on what they have when they get there. I really do want to push them off. This Romanian division could be assigned to something nearby then. Apparently we could do it, but those odds aren't as high as I would like them to be. So as much as I would like to do it, I would like to do that. I'm not going to do it. I don't know. How do you guys feel about it? It's the odds. Well, sorry, the stakes are too high, really. Because if I succeed, that's great. That helps us out, but it doesn't do all that much for us. I gain a minor river to help me out, which is obviously good. Don't get me wrong, but I may lose more, and it may be a Pyrrhic victory if anything. So, probably, no, not worthwhile, not worthwhile. It is a shame. Yeah. Okay. Oh, they have a higher combat prep, that's why. Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it, if I commit there too. Yeah, we don't have all that much really to play with. It is going to overload them in there a little bit, but I just need to make sure they can hold somewhat. I'm not all that confident. No, sir. Well, I mean, this is it. I could fly into there. I could do that. do have a large airfield as well. But the only problem is I transferred transports off the map. They're available now, but I'm not entirely sure if I need them. I think we can get out. It's a difficult position for these guys. The rails wouldn't be repaired, that's only a problem. Like, you can take them, but I'm going to have to repair them. Really, I need more men down here. And that's not super easily done. I do have men on their way, it's just going to take time. Like, I'm not moving out too quickly from across the front, really. Oh wow, this looks a lot better in 2K. Maybe one day 4K. When they're... I was going to go for a 4K monitor, but I thought, you know what? Probably better to go for this 2K one because it's got better technology. I mean, the 4K one would have been 60 Hz. This one's 240 Hz. I just need to actually get a display cable, display port cable. At the moment, I've only got HDMI, so it's only doing 144, which is the same as the laptop, so that works out well. But yeah, the technology is better. So when 4K gets better and more affordable, then I can go for that. It's nice though. It's really freaking nice on the second screen. Gonna take it down. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get reinforcements up there back quickly. I could have had units trained in here, but I'm not going to do that. We'll see how we go. Yeah, I'm in 2K right now, and it's doing fine. They made it so it actually adjusts. God, I really do not have that much away troops. Not really. These guys are going to be brought up to size, surely enough. Okay, I'm gonna go with that then. Otherwise, I could spend forever in a day going over things, and eventually I just need to have it just go ahead, really. Otherwise, yeah, everyone's gonna get bored, and I'm like, what? I'm on episode 10 now, and we're only just gonna go to the next turn. So that's me. That's me in a nutshell. Let me just, gosh, it's a bit weird though, so I'm not used to having to type to the other side, so we'll save that and then resolve it, and I can't believe it's been over an hour already, so yeah, that'll be quite cool. It'll be interesting. I don't know how much faith I have in things really, but generally things should be relatively good to go. I could go ahead and take a look at commands and move like support units around, which generally would be a good idea. This one, oh, it's only a VAT anyway. Doesn't make all that much of a difference. Yeah, they had that assigned to them. Let's move down there. I do want to pull these Romanians back off the line, really. Yeah, exactly. As you say there, Snake. It was, like, a 4K screen would have actually been cheaper than the one I've got now. But it didn't have the same tech. So when that comes, it's a little bit cheaper, then we can go for that. Like the more higher end ones. Okay. That should be alright. I mean, we'll see. It depends really what they have. Oh, I've not even looked at GPUs, to be honest. Yeah. I don't know really what we can say about that one. It does make you wonder when the hell shipping is going to settle down, and just in general things are going to settle down. God knows. Yeah, man. I tell you what is nice though, is I can finally do things now with a second screen. It's honestly been the biggest fucking pain in my life not having one. I really regret it. Oh, it looks like we are seeing the rivers freeze over in this area now. Were they freezing already? I don't think they were they? I can't remember. It looks like we've got blizzards now, so it looks like the intensity of the weather's increased. I think they have begun to freeze over. Ah, that's interesting. See, OBS is telling me that my bit rate's too low, and it should be 9500. I think I can handle 9500. I'm at 6k at the moment, so I can try 9500 to see if that makes it better. But that'll have to be on the next stream. I know shit all about shipping, so I've got no dog in this game. Yes. I'll not say that much longer. I think, I don't know, maybe I could, like, make it higher priority or something of that nature. I think generally there's, like, a certain time to them. Like, I'm running a Intel i9 10900, 10 core, stuff of that nature, so should be alright. I could technically overclock it if I wanted to, and maybe that'd help, but I'm not going to do that. It's got these, like, 60 overclock options where I don't know shit about overclocking, I ain't going to risk it. It's good enough, it's good enough, man. It's good enough. Other Soviet planes. Well, I don't really have much on the map, to be honest. I've only got a couple fighter squadrons. Right. What? Setting am I in? Let me go ahead and change it to. There we are, 2. Maybe that's a little bit faster. Interesting that I'm attacking the line over here. Or should I go to 1? Maybe I should go to 1. Aircraft does tend to slow it down a decent degree. I'll go to 1. Yeah, they take losses there. Which is not too surprising, to be honest. They do tend to throw their arms against Volkov, which makes sense. I think Leningrad was historically relieved in January, wasn't it, to 43. Oh, while you guys are here watching, do hit that like button. They're much appreciated. Oh, fuck me. 68 tanks. God damn it. That was just infantry there. Oh. Okay, things are not looking ideal there. I was hoping that would hold, to be honest. That's rough. Yeah, we may have to speed up the evacuation here. Oh shit. That was close. Yeah, this isn't gonna last that long. Yeah. More panzers down. I'm running out of room here too. Yeah, speed's an interesting thing, really. I like watching it, okay. Things are getting worse. Yeah, they do. They're concentrating their forces against Stalingrad Pocket here. Maybe I should have been more aggressive in pulling out, but we'll see. I think, come what may, we should ideally be able to re-establish connection with the Stalingrad Pocket, but I'm going to have to pull south. Yeah, there we go, that's Stalingrad gone. That being routed there is pretty fucking rough. Yeah. We were never going to try and relieve Stalingrad. We were trying to get out, but try and do it in a measured way. I didn't think it'd go this badly, though. Hey, done Milo. He got Stalingraded. Yeah. Maybe we should have gone for more aggressive pull-out. Milo, not Milo. I don't know why I said Milo. Yeah, like the AI is concentrated its forces in against Stalingrad Pocket, which does buy us time elsewhere. We should still be able to get these forces out. Should. But they are concentrating a lot of force here. Oh, that does not help at all. That does not help. That makes things even harder. Okay, maybe we can't get them out. That's a lot of force there. We'll see. We'll see. They've put a lot more force against it than I would have anticipated. Oh, yeah, yeah. Second one's a good improvement. That was rough. That certainly could have gone better. I must admit. Not ideal. Not ideal. Oh, it's not over. Okay. Now this is a bit difficult. There's a lot of zone of control in that area. I think I can re-establish connection to the pocket. I'm just going to have to reinforce. Just try and get out there. I think it's in War of the East 2 on sale right now. I don't think it's ever going to get that much cheaper. I mean, it's on sale now. Oh, excuse me, sorry. That's not ideal. Yeah, they brought a lot of force down here. Yeah. I mean, this is it. We're dealing with a bad situation. The blizzards do not help. I mean, that aided them with the rivers there. That didn't make all that much of a difference. Just the sheer numbers there. Losing Stalingrad itself was painful. Because that does not help me at all. That one's not too surprising. It's a shame to lose a fortification, though. Was that a column? No, columns to the south there. On sale? Maybe it's, I thought it was on sale. Maybe on the Matrix site or Slytherin site. I'm sure it was on sale. Maybe it's finished now? I thought it was on sale. Yeah, I know, right. I mean, these are good lessons. Very good lessons. Yeah, I'm still trying to pull out of that. Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe I was thinking of one. I haven't actually checked myself. Oh, was it only 48 hours? Right, okay. See, I had no idea about that. Otherwise, I would have pushed it a little bit harder than to people, I guess. Yeah, they're pushing through over here, but I'd still have units there. Obviously, we're deployed in such a way as to be somewhat permanent. Or is that on the city there? I don't know, it depends really. The way to look at it is if $80 or something like that seems expensive, if you can save like a $5 a week, $5 a week, something like that, might take a few weeks, but it's worth it in the end if you get the enjoyment out of it, I think. But again, it depends. Depends what you can save. Yeah, here's your marshal's baton and pistol. Well, actually, the 6th Army command is actually outside the pocket. Exactly, no. Oh, they did pretty good there, 37. Sorry, 37. But ultimately, it's not a lot. That's to be expected. That was an improvised position there. The losses are fairly manageable. Yeah, these cores are nasty sons of bitches. Their cores are essentially equivalent to the German divisions for the most part. Probably superior in terms of artillery, really. I suppose it would have been a new game. It'll be on sale soon enough, I'm sure. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, yeah. They have that performance, but yeah, they will have probably more in the way of guns and more in the way of probably AFEs too. That barely held. I do need to retain that city. The issue is with Rosneft is that the forces in that area are frozen, and that makes it difficult. So I can't really move much around that area. That's to be expected. That's bad. At least they do retreat rather than rout, so small mercies. They did relatively well there. Yeah, maybe I should have been more aggressive pulling forces out. I could probably get the the motorized and armored to degree out there. The difficulty is going to get that infantry. Maybe I should have been more aggressive in pulling out. Gosh. Yeah, maybe that last turn was the turn I should have really just said c'est la vie. Just said, like, sayonara to Stalingrad and just gone. But that's, as I say, experience. Who told you it would happen? When did you tell me it was going to happen? That's bullshit. No one said be more aggressive in pulling out. Maybe I should have attacked that stack of infantry. Maybe that might have helped. I don't know French. I know of French people. Many times my ass. Maybe you've been saying to yourself in private there, Snake. I didn't hear it. Yeah, just double down. I like that, I like that. No, it can be recovered to a degree. We'll just have to see. Ah, save yourselves. Okay. Snake. There's only so much you can do. We can save elements. I suppose we could save the whole thing, but I suppose this is the issue, isn't it? I wanted to try and retain the VP and the fortifications while I could, but then again, I suppose this is a thing, isn't it? But it's a good lesson to learn. Oh, speaking of that, my little brother is actually really quite interested in Napoleonics as of late. I'm trying to... He's 14 at the moment, but I'm trying to tease out of him like an element of history that he's genuinely interested in. So I do, of course, want him to go to university. And he does well at history, so I'm like trying to draw it out of him, really. It takes effort, it takes a lot of effort because he's a kid. And they don't know what the hell they know, or what they like. It seems to change for 5 minutes sometimes. We're like trying to draw out what part of the history he's interested in. Of course I'm a born optimist, that's why I do this. Exactly. Then I call it being English, it's just naturally optimistic. Oh dear. But anyhow, the reason why I bring up the Napoleonics, yeah, he likes Napoleon Top War actually. But we're looking, and he actually only, he got that for his Christmas present, one of them anyway, so he's quite happy about that. We're looking toward Warlord Games and their Black Powder Epic. They're doing a Waterloo. That's coming out short enough. It's a good box, actually, looks like. Oh, yeah. He watched that alone, actually, after I told him to watch that. We were watching Sharp the other day. I've never myself actually seen Sharp, and I enjoyed the first episode. That was really good. I'm just going to have to see if I can get like a box set of that or something. That was enjoyable. I enjoyed that. I guess you could tell when I said enjoyable. Yeah, exactly. No more benefit of a doubt. Yeah. Well, I mean, this is it, isn't it, as well? That's also the factor that I'm going to, like, try and draw up. Go on, guys. I've got 21 of you in the stream here. Get those likes up to 21. That'd be much appreciated. It's funny, actually, George said earlier before I started the game, he's like, well, I said I'm going to stream, and he's like, wow, you actually told me for once. And I'm like, well, in fairness, I tell nobody. And that's the way I roll. No schedules. Just no throw, only catch. Oh, Hornblower. Is that a film or a TV show? I think it might be a TV show. I think I may know which one you're on about. I think the film I'm thinking of is like Master and Commander, but that's definitely a film, isn't it? Yeah, that's not the most ideal situation. They moved a lot more men than I had expected over here, but actually it's not too bad. They can move out. Losing Stalingrad didn't help, though. That didn't help. And it fell sooner, I believe, than historical, which is not ideal. Ah, right, okay. Ah, that's much appreciated, that snake. How you doing there, Matt? The show about ships. The ship's about show. I've not seen Master and Commander for a long time. I remember it. I can remember... I'll say Controller Serenity. I can never pronounce that. But I've not seen Hornblower, and I have to take a look at that, actually. I've been looking for a good TV show, so I have to take a look. Okay. Hey, Matt, we're on 1440p now, boy. How does that look? Does it look any different? Because I forgot what it looked like beforehand, so it should look better. The Captain. Oh, is that the one with, what's his name? Fuck, what's he called now? Ah, it's so famous. I don't like it. What's it called? Oh, he's in Saving Private Ryan as a captain. God, what is it called? Oh, is that... Wait. Am I thinking of the one where it's the commercial ship captain and they're bothered by the pirates, or am I thinking of something else there? Yes, you would be right there, Trotsky. You would be right. The fortifications down here are not progressing as quickly as I would have imagined. Granted, they've only got 18 construction value. So that's to be expected then. About the same as these infantry regiments. I tell you, man, I mean, I'm on my table here. This is essentially my kitchen table, but I don't have anything else. I'd be as good of a desk, so I just embraced it. I just freaking went for it, man. After a year, I thought, well, I'm going to be here longer than I initially expected. I might as well make it enjoyable, really. My battery's actually running low on the headset, so I'm going to have to call it to an end shortly enough anyway. Yeah, well, this is it, really. I never had any apprehensions. Well, I never had any misconceptions about holding Stalingrad, but maybe I should have been more aggressive pulling out. I just, I did not expect so much. This is terrible. Now, these forces are now actually unlocked, so at least I do have these men able to move out, so that's good. The Romanians over here, they did take some losses. That morale, not so bad, but yeah, they're not in fighting shape. We've gained a little bit of time here, I suppose you could say. But not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. I suppose really what I've been better off doing is moving those infantry divisions to the north. I had hoped we might have been able to salvage the situation a little bit more, but I guess we're going to have to really pull the cork out on that one. You know, on the early victory celebration. Did I say... What did I say? I meant Italians. In my brain, I meant Italians. In my mind, I meant Italians. I don't know what I said. But I'm questioning it now. Okay, so they began to push over here, then. They don't look as if they actually drew any additional reinforcements. And that makes sense due to them being... Also, the admin failures don't help. They're not even on a depot, which does not help. I'm sure he would. I'm sure I'd get promoted. Oh, why is the AI doing this to me? I'm trying to give you like a hint here. Okay. Magical fairies. I could believe that. Losing that position there is not ideal. We're winning swamp here from light wood, so in fairness it doesn't make that much of a difference. And this is where my traditional ignoring of the rivers would come in. Because they'd be like, well, they're going to freeze over anyway. Even in the south they're freezing. Even down here they're freezing, so... It doesn't matter that much anymore. But rivers are pretty tremendous. I do have a pretty strong respect for them now. But when they're frozen they don't matter. Those divisions can pull out, which helps us out then. I did pull this core here. This is the Stalingrad to Berlin campaign, so it begins essentially with the 6th Army being surrounded. Right, French volunteers. I need to get them. Maybe they need to be on a depot. I need to look up those rules again. Yeah, well, yeah, true. I suppose it's a little bit easier than when the river's in motion. They won't have received all that much there. They didn't receive anywhere near as much as I was hoping for. I think that's going elsewhere, then it's probably going to the 3rd Panzer Army at the moment. Seems that way. Yeah, there's not actually that much in the way of capacity here. I imagine some units will route out from there. But we'll see. Now, I was avoiding railing these units. But I may have to just put them on the rails. But I'd rather not, even then. It's just a tremendous price that you pay. And it's not just in that local area, it is going to affect a lot of the rail network. As bad as it is, I do think we can make things work. So I don't think it's worth railing them. It does feel painful though. I do wish the AI would focus a little bit more. Oh well. 25 there. We still inflicted a decent amount of losses on the enemy. Would have been nice if we inflicted more AFE there. But again, we suffered a lot of AFE. The issue is when the Panzer divisions retreat, they do tend to take a lot of additional punishment. Which is not ideal. Not ideal in the slightest. But yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll call it about here then. You'll need to build a new defensive line in the south. The difficulty is really... And I suppose this is it. If I take a look at the VP situation... So we're at 620 now, so we had a loss of Stalingrad, which was 30 there. What do I need? I need to see info screen. So I'd lose initiative at 606. That doesn't leave me a lot of room here. I may just simply have to cede the initiative. But that's not ideal. If I could retain initiative, that does help. But retain initiative is out of consideration entirely. And it does not leave me a lot of room to play with. So I think I could probably hold my cop to an extent. But I mean, abandoning this area would actually be quite nice. Yeah, exactly. Ah, yeah, exactly. There, Alex. Happy New Year to you too, sure enough. So maybe it might have been wiser to just completely abandon that. Yes. But what of the laurels, man? What of the laurels? Hey, didn't there, Frank? Good to have you. We are kind of drawing the stream to a close, but it's good to have you nonetheless. Good to see you. Yes. Oh, you know. This is the Stalingrad to Berlin campaign, so it generally begins as it is. So you've not missed all that much because I was doing a lot of setup, really. It's not that bad. There's not that much down here, but again, it's one of those, really, isn't it? I was preparing to establish a line over there. But yeah, maybe these forces just need to vamoose. I could maybe even just make do with the infantry here and get the mobile forces moving out to the north, perhaps. Yeah, Baku or bust. That situation, I feel like we can do something about it. At least with the rivers freezing as well, it does make it slightly easier on us, but this level of zone of control is not easy to handle. The fact that these panzers were pushed across the river is not ideal. Not ideal. That really buggered them even harder. I think that's a major river. Yeah, that's a major river as well. So they take about 3 times the attrition there. That did not go well. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny as well because I talked about abandoning the Kuban earlier on, and then I just didn't do it. And I guess it's one of those things if it's hard just to do it. But I suppose in the future it's just say you got to do it. Yeah, we'll not lose a campaign. We should be able to save forces from 6th Army over here anyway. It's just I didn't anticipate them going the whole ham, which kind of sucks because that's a lot of dudes. Oh my. But yeah, we can make it work. Let's take a look at the actual Axis reserve. Yeah, those forces are able to be moved out. I think they're up to strength now. Or near enough as they're going to get, so that's good. Did we have any additional forces arrive in Germany? Oh, those there. No, it doesn't seem so. Yeah, I suppose this is it, man. I guess we'll. It feels awful to have to abandon the Kaban. But I guess maybe abandon the Kaban and get the forces moved up over here. But I guess I would have really wanted to do that about 2 turns ago. But we'll see. We'll see. Historically available to 6th Army, we can make it work. We do have forces over here now available. I can make that work and bring them down to this area. Yes. The issue is we have so many divisions tied up over here that just don't help us. So you have to take them slowly out of there. Maybe I could have attacked and made it a little bit out, made it out quicker, but who knows. But yeah, thank you for watching there, ladies and gents. Do like the video, it'd be much appreciated if you did do. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, of course, that's always a handy thing. There's that bell thing, click that, that's handy, you'll actually know when I stream. I don't typically announce, I mean I do announce when I stream, but I announce when I stream literally before I stream, so I don't even know if an announcement actually helps, but at least you'll know in one way, shape or another. Or unless I could actually develop some level of psychic communion with you all, we could establish like a hive mind, that'd be quite cool. I'm gonna start talking shit, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, take care, stay sexy. I hope the 45p is good, by the way. Let me know. If you guys are watching this in the future, comment down below and actually let me know if it makes a difference. If it looks better, that'd be awesome. That'd be good to know.